After Shakira. My hips don't lie, but they do talk back. Every time I've told them how to act, I forget they don't speak English. My hips, they speak Travis. They speak Bollywood. Sometimes they speak Spanish. Cuando estoy tirando el culo, language has never been an obstacle. You see, these hips have been in rotation since before my tongue forgot how to speak God. But my hips, they never forgot, so they translate. They turn 808s into heartbreaks. They turn reggaeton into bhangra and Hindi into nenes. At 4, I couldn't make eye contact. But when I had my puffy inflatable green guitar and some music, I could turn a dinner party into an audience. My butt was born an extrovert. At 4, I couldn't make eye contact, but I learned my hips could talk back. At 4, I called dancing decoration time. As in at 4, I recognized the moments I spent in motion were those in which my life is the prettiest. I didn't have all the steps down yet, but I was born into this movement, and my hips were at the forefront of this revolution. They turned my whole body into protest. They remind my shoulders to relax. Said, there's no wrong way to be around music. And if I get ahead of myself, my hips remind my fists not to reach too far. Keep your hands in the ride, they say. This vehicle is in motion. At 12, I couldn't shake a hand, let alone get my feet to a dance floor. At 13, I didn't have my puffy inflatable green guitar anymore, but this time, a hand shook mine, and this hand had hips that spoke in divine languages. And that night, my hips spoke divine after so many years of quiet. At 14, I found my favorite DJ. At 15, I became her favorite dance floor regular. At 16, she was looking for new gigs. At 18, I started losing tempo. At 20, I stopped listening to my hips. Realized heart was the only beat I'd learned how to keep alone. Didn't know where to go without the music. Didn't notice when the song changed, only that my name suddenly didn't rhyme with any of the lyrics. I found that there's movement even in silence. That the ass we throw alone in the mirror is how we see the divine in ourselves. At 21, I learned my hips don't lie, and they're saying we deserve this. At 22, I never had a problem that didn't work out for me, and never caught a cold that could keep me from throwing ass. And when they ask for some shit with some bop in it, you tell them not to worry. I packed it in the wagon.